Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for November. I hope you guys are all doing really well. I am going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Taurus out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, Taurus, get in where you fit in, but as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Taurus? Wow, okay. All right, Taurus, you are starting out with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. You have the King of Cups in reverse. And coming out together is the Three of Cups reversed along with the Fool. Interesting. All right, so Taurus, you're coming out of a karmic cycle here. It's something that you've been stuck in for quite a while. And you're looking for a new beginning. You're looking to, rejuvenate your life, have this new beginning because you've been unhappy. I do feel like this is with regard to love. And I feel like, you have love for somebody, but you're definitely holding that back. It's like you've lost that loving feeling. You're unhappy in the circumstance. You've been feeling very tied to this, very stuck. And now you're looking, the unhappiness is driving you to have this new beginning, to take a risk that you wouldn't normally take. All right, so let's see who's in your energy. Yeah, you're coming out of something that's karmic here, but it's definitely a new beginning for you. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the High Priestess in reverse. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. We have the Eight of Wands reversed, and we have the Two of Cups. So this is somebody that is a soulmate. It could be a karmic soulmate. I do feel like you are going to have communication with this person, though. This person that's in your energy, Taurus, is going to reveal something to you. They've been keeping something secret, and it looks to me like it's their feelings, their emotions. This person could live at a distance from you, but they don't have to. I definitely feel like this person is going to communicate something which likely is their feelings, their emotions for you that they have not been telling you, that they've been keeping secret. They're going to communicate this suddenly as well. Let me see the energy between Taurus and this person. I'm wondering if this is who you're taking this risk with. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. The Strength card in the reverse. Yeah, there's a... So this person has been afraid to come towards you and to tell you how they feel. Yeah, and you've been fearing that you were going to stay in whatever this stuck situation is forever. So you've been really stuck. They have developed feelings for you. They feel like you are a soulmate, but they've been afraid to tell you how they feel. That's changing. Show me what's affecting this connection. The Tower. It's going to cause a tower. They're going to communicate this with you, and it's going to cause a tower moment here. Now, not all tower moments are negative. This could be something very positive as well. But you're going to be shocked. Because, Taurus, I feel like you've been sitting over here kind of feeling stuck, feeling like everything's in a downward spiral, a little bit unhappy. And all of a sudden, this person's going to come and reveal these feelings to you, and you're going to be like, what? Let me see. So this must be somebody, I feel like it's somebody that you know, but not somebody that you're currently in a relationship with. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's very balanced. This person has a lot to offer you. You have a lot to offer them. And I feel like you're now ready to come out of whatever this karmic cycle that you've been stuck in, and you're going to take a risk with this person. Wow, that's pretty major. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant in the reverse. This is underlying energy. This indicates as an underlying energy that something here is ending. And I do feel like that is on your side. You could be coming out of a relationship where, you know, you've been unhappy for quite some time. That relationship may be ending, or this could actually be you coming out of some sort of an organization even, but it's an ending. And I feel like that's you. You're going through some sort of an ending so you can have this new beginning, something you were stuck in for quite some time. So let's clarify. Now, you could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with another Taurus. So let's see. Spirit, or also a Leo. I see Leo energy here. So Spirit, why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Taurus? All right, we have the Three of Cups. And there's this Eight of Wands. So you know what? It's going to make you happy. When this person comes towards you communicating, it's going to be sudden, it's going to be unexpected, it's going to cause a Tower moment, but it's also going to make you happy. And you know, you could be running into this person at some sort of a social event. You could be out with friends. This could also be internet dating, but I feel like this communication is definitely going to make you happy. Let me see why the King of Cups is in reverse. I'm hearing this really old song. It's called All Out of Love. Who's that? Air Supply, I think. All right, Six of Swords and the Two of Cups again. So you definitely have this person in your energy. Yeah, you're ending something here, Taurus, that you've been really unhappy with. You're emotionally drained from whatever this is. You've been stuck in it for quite some time. But now, this person, this is going to be quite an event when this person relates their feelings to you. And they are going to reach out to you. They're going to pursue you. It's going to allow you to move away from whatever this chaotic situation has been that you felt stuck in, very unhappy in. And I feel like you're moving towards your peace. Let me see this bottom energy. I love this for you, Taurus. All right. Seven of Swords, the Emperor in reverse. Five of Cups, hold on. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So you've been dealing with somebody, Taurus, who it looks like you were married to them or in a long-term connection. You've been very sad, very unhappy, wondering if love was even in the cards for you. Wondering if, you know, if there was ever, if you were ever going to be able to truly experience love, because whatever this connection is that you've been in, it was somebody who could be very controlling. They were very deceptive. They were somebody that wasn't faithful. It's definitely this energy of you felt almost suppressed, almost like you were under someone's thumb. Well, guess what? That's ending. That's done. You're not investing in that anymore. You're going to be moving forward. And you're definitely moving forward with this person who's in your energy. And I feel like when you do that, I feel like you're currently not investing in this other connection. But when you move forward with this person, it's almost like you're having to kind of sneak away. Because this person that you've been dealing with has been really deceptive and they've been very controlling. So let's look at this person's energy, because I get good vibes from their energy. And I definitely see you moving forward with them. So, Spirit, why is the High Priestess in reverse for the person in Taurus energy? The Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Wands reversed. All right, so this person feels like you're the best thing ever. Now, you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed and they have it in the upright. Do you see how your cards are intermeshed with one another? So this person is basically coming towards you and saying, hey, you know what, Taurus, I have had feelings for you for quite some time. I didn't know how to express it. But now I'm finding the courage. I'm finding the strength to come towards you. you know, this has been hard for me, because they've been very fearful of expressing themselves to you. So they're overcoming that in order to get you out of this stuck situation and get themselves out of this stuck situation where they've been feeling, you know, like they've been hiding their feelings. They didn't have the courage to come forward previously, and they're resolving that. This is moving forward. Yeah, let me see. And basically they're presenting themselves as somebody who's going to help get you unstuck from something you've been unhappy in. So this is somebody who knows your situation. Why is the Eight of Wands here for the person in Virgo's energy? I mean, Taurus energy. I'm sorry. Why is the Eight of Wands here for the person in... That's too many cards. Why is the Eight of Wands here for the person in Taurus energy? All right, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have Judgment in reverse. All right, so this person's going to come towards you. They want to talk to you. So you may be already on the way out of this connection, because this is a Ten of Swords. So this person is saying, you know, I am going to shoot my shot here. I'm afraid to do it, but I'm overcoming that because I feel like things need to move forward. This person could have gone through a painful ending of their own. And if they have, they're not going back to that connection. They may also be trying to find out, you know, Taurus, if you're going through this ending, are you going to get back together with that person? Or is it done, you know? Because they don't want to put themselves in a situation that, you know, that you're going through this ending, you're unhappy, but then you get back together with that person, because that would be very painful for them. Let me see why the Two of Cups is here. So they are afraid that they're making a poor judgment call. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the King of Pentacles, and we have Justice here. So this person that's in your energy feels that you are a soulmate. They want to move this forward. They're offering commitment. And in fact, this person could be offering marriage, you know, down the road. But they're wanting to move slowly. You could be dealing here with a Libra, or you could be dealing with another Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. But yeah, this person's very serious about you. This person is in love with you. They are fearful that you are not going to come out of this other situation, though, or if you do, that you're going to return back to it. And this is somebody who definitely wants to offer commitment. They do want to take it slow because they want to make sure that everything's, you know, balanced here. All right, so let me see the energy between Taurus and this person. The Empress. I love that. Okay. And the Magician in the reverse. All right. So the energy that you are seated in is the Empress. So this person is looking at you, Taurus, and they feel like you have it all. They feel like you are the most wonderful thing that they have ever seen, whether you're male or female. The Empress is someone who receives. They're in a very high energy. There's somebody who's prosperous and somebody that, you know, draws to them. And so this person, this person's a little intimidated by you. Yeah, definitely, definitely feeling intimidated. And that's why they're so fearful, because they have you on a pedestal, Taurus. Yeah, they feel like you're just everything. You're it. You're the it person for them. Now, with the Magician here in the reverse, again, their fear is that this is not going to manifest. So this person's really having to dig deep to approach you. Yeah, they're having to dig deep but they know they have to. If this is going to materialize, if this is going to move to a better place, they have to approach you. But their deepest fear is that it's not going to materialize. So they're having to really dig down and find the courage to approach you. You're intimidating to this person. Why is the Tower here? Strong Gemini energy here. All right, King of Cups in the reverse. Again. and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're drained right now. You're drained energetically from another connection. I do feel like this is not somebody that you were thinking about. This is going to be a surprise for you. But this person is definitely coming in with this love offer, and it's going to be quite a surprise. It's going to be shocking to you. They're going to shoot their shot, and they're very worried about it. So this is somebody, it looks like, who is privy to the ending that you're experiencing, that you're going through. And I feel like you're kind of closed off a little emotionally because of everything that you've gone through. But I do feel that when this person offers this cup of love, I do feel like you are going to slowly begin moving towards them. I think you're going to take that risk. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome. You've been closed off for quite some time. You've been emotionally drained from, you know, it looks like a karmic connection that you may have been involved in. Show me the outcome for Taurus. All right, Temperance, Knight of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're being spiritually guided towards this person. You are being spiritually guided towards this person. I do feel that there's a new beginning that's trying to come in. I feel like you're going to have to kind of sneak away from this other connection, though. And I do feel like this is very balanced here. It's very balanced. It's you both have a lot to offer one another. I do feel like this is a passionate new beginning. I feel like you're going to take the risk. But you may be wondering if this person is just in it for the physical, for the sexual gratification. I can tell you they're not. I can tell you that they're not. This is somebody that, you know, has serious intentions towards you, but they're going to be moving slowly. Yeah. With the Knight of Swords here in the reverse, this person's going to approach you, and I feel like, you know, their confidence level, Taurus, is not really high. So I feel like they're going to approach you, and then they're going to back off to let you, you know, pretty much make your decision whether or not you want to invest in this connection or not. But you both are being spiritually guided towards one another, and this is a connection that you both have a lot to offer each other. You have some unfinished business that you have to deal with, though. Yeah, you have to deal with this unfinished business. I feel like you are going to kind of sneak away from that connection. And I do feel like you're definitely going to be interested. It's going to be a shocker, though. You're not going to expect this. You're not going to see this coming, and it's going to cause a tower moment for you. All right, bottom of the deck is the Lovers in the reverse. The Lovers typically has to do with a big decision with regard to love. It does indicate to me that there is an ending that's taking place in a current connection that is like either a marriage or a long-term connection. But it also indicates that there's an ending to that. Very strong energy of an ending. So I don't know. It could very well be that once this person, you know, relates to you, that they have these feelings for you, that it kind of gives you that impetus that you need to get out of whatever this chaos and this chaotic situation has been. Because I do see you making this new, you know, taking a risk, having a new beginning. But in order to do that, you are going to have to kind of sneak out of a very controlling connection that you're really not happy in, that you're not investing in any longer. And I do see you moving towards this person. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. This is quite a reading, Taurus. I was not expecting that. Pulling for Taurus. All right, you have number 10. Now, 10s are about completion of cycles, and I see you completing some kind of a cycle here. It's called the Voyager. It says a return home, lessons and realizations. It says it's okay to forget and then remember all over again. So that does talk a little bit about cycles. All right, so let's go and read that. Your affirmation says, I am remembering a lesson of my soul. I am returning home. Sometimes we're afraid of getting lost on our journey, only to realize that often getting lost is a part of the journey, part of the great adventure. Getting lost and finding our way back home to our soul and to our deepest truths. It's time to remember, not with your mind, but with your heart. Where is love or truth lacking in your life? It's okay to sometimes get distracted and wander for a while. Maybe you forgot or got sidetracked, tempted, or even lost on a different path, desire, person, ego trip, or mission. And this is how we learn. By experiencing and getting to know all the things that we are not, we evolve into who we are meant to be, so that we may unlearn and unbecome them. Every time we remember and return home, the awakening of it gets stronger and deeper. Repeated lessons get better understood and more powerful each time, like a sacred spiral that moves inward, getting closer and closer to the final center point. We get even more rooted in this home, whether it's spiritual, emotional, relational, or even psychological, than we were before. If you've pulled this card, it's time to come back to truth. Or maybe you've recently returned. It could be calling to you in the most subtle ways, things not feeling quite aligned, or even just a gentle nudge or whisper, pulling you in a different direction. Don't judge yourself. This is an essential part of soul strengthening and development. Let your heart be the compass here. So that pretty much sums up your reading on your side, Taurus, because you are completing a cycle. It's a karmic cycle that you've been unhappy in. And I do feel like this person is coming in to remind you of love. I can see that you've been very drained here. And your heart's kind of a little bit closed off. And this person's going to help you to reopen your, that door to your heart. So let your heart be your compass. All right. I hope that this has been helpful, Taurus. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype it if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in the next reading, Taurus, know that you are loved. And namaste.